did not need a wire jam, all of that.
There was nothing paid to actually speed up the process. My GPA was on 3.96.
So no agent, nothing.
Nothing. I was underage when I came here.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're an oldie, thank you so much for coming back. My name is Nneka and
Shindara.
And in today's video, Shindara is going to be telling you guys her whole process being an undergrad in Canada. And not just an undergrad, she has a scholarship as well. I've been getting some questions, so many questions concerning undergrad scholarship from you guys, so I wanted to address it. And lo and behold, Shindara decided to grace us with her presence today. So yeah. Right. Okay, so Shindara, introduce yourself.
Alright, so my name is Shindara. I'm a second year kinesiology student at the university.
Second year what?
Kinesiology student at Lakehead University.
Okay, so like what was your process like applying from Nigeria to Canada?
I don't have to say it was easy but then we did it ourselves. Like a lot of people say they use some agency, and I feel like the problem with agencies is they restrict you to what universities you can apply to.
Yes, exactly.
So I applied. I did all my research by myself. Like it was just me on my laptop, and then the application process was actually like once you sit down and start it, it's super easy. You just have to know what your limit is, how many schools to apply to, and like what school is worth your money. Like of course you have to look at tuition. Yeah, it was okay. Like I understood what I was looking for, and
so like you did the whole school process, visa process yourself.
The visa process was even crazier because I had to do for my mom and dad too. So,
okay.
So it was like we did it as a family. Well, I'm applying as a student, so my parents are applying as visitors accompanying, because I was underage when I came here. So it was way easier for them to be like, well, I kind of need them to be here with me. So we applied, together. We sat on the CRA website. I read there on everything. I think it took us about 4 days to finish up the entire process. And we did the paper because there's an online version and then there's paper one. Yeah. And so apparently the online one is meant to be faster, because I remember when I applied at the end of October, and my visa took forever. Like I had to defend my admission 2 times. So that's why I said I took 1 year or like afterwards.
Just your visa or yours and your parents?
My parents one actually came before. Like if we applied in October, my parents one came like November, so they were ready to travel like for December.
So why did they give your parents visa? But
mine took longer. We don't even know. We couldn't even say anything. It was crazy. And the same thing happened with my brother's one. So I think like a student visa just takes longer, especially even if it's paper, even if it's online, it just takes longer. So you have to like, if you want to come in September, you have to start it in May, like as early as possible. Back because Nigeria, I don't know, they just be moving.
I was about to,
you are moving different. Stuff ahead.
I was about to ask you, like, did you have to pay like any on the G money?
We didn't, honestly. That's
Are you serious?
It was when we got to the actual place, you couldn't give them anything there. They wouldn't even take it, and also there were cameras everywhere, so there was nothing paid to actually speed up the process. You just couldn't pay anything. So that was
no agent, nothing.
Nothing, yes.
So now when your parents came, did they leave immediately, or how long was your visa for?
So my parents they even got longer visa than I did. Mine expires after 4 years. Theirs had this 5 years. My mom came with me. She stayed here for like 2 weeks. Then my dad went with my brother. My dad, he gets homesick really quickly. So technically, I know they could have stayed up to 6 months. Okay. If they wanted to with their visiting visa, but like it wouldn't make sense to stay in a country for 6 months and not work.
Yeah, exactly. They were not allowed to work, right? Yeah. So you mentioned that you were underage. How old were you when you came?
I'm saying underage, but like I was 17. But this semester I've seen many people coming at 16. So it's like, and the reason why I waited because I was 17 was because I was applying to the University of Saskatchewan, and their application process will stop you if you were less than 17 years. So I had to wait that year. I was like, okay, well, let me wait for Saskatchewan because it seemed like a pretty chill place and everything. So I was 17, so it was easy for my parents. Like they did, they need to accompany me.
So now let's talk about the scholarship. What's involved in it? Like, what does it entail? Do they take care of the full school fees? Do they take care of your housing, feeding, all of that? Like, what's involved in it?
I wish it was as good as you really think it is. It's honestly, no. So I didn't even know that there was an entrance scholarship. So it's just something they automatically apply to you, whether or not you don't need to apply for it. You just automatically get applied if you have your transcript. So over here, I never use my WAEC for Lakehead.
Oh.
So I only use my high school transcript and your GPA at the end of your high school. So if it's a 4.0 GPA,
you did not need a WAEC, JAM, all of that.
I wrote them. They can never ask me for it. But for other schools that I was applying to, I used it for sure.
Okay. So why Lakehead though?
Like
it's like their course or
something.
Not lie.
Yeah. It's the scholarship they gave me. My GPA was on 3.96.
3.96.
It's high school glory. You enter university now, I don't shine. You don't know the shame was.
So like your GPA had to be high before you had to qualify for the scholarship.
Exactly. So there are 3 levels to the scholarship. So there's the.
Please explain, because I know this is the part that people want to hear.
Alright, so I'll break it down for you. It's simple. There are 3 levels. So there is there's no full scholarship for international students. You might be you have a perfect 4-point GPA.
For just Lakehead or for every school?
For almost every school I've been, I don't think there's a full. In Canada, I don't think they offer.
Okay, for undergrad though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I can't say for masters or anything like that. So anywho, the most they'll ever give you is the $30,000 scholarship. Then there is I think there's one for 20,000 and then there's one for 10,000. So those are the 3 levels. So depending on your average, so 3.8 to 3 and above, that's where you get the $30,000. Then you have the 3.5 to 3.8, that's the 20,000, and then you have the 3.2 to 3.5, that's the 10,000. Anything less than 3.2, you just don't get anything.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
That's about it. Now, this is the annoying part about the scholarship. You get your 3.9, you have your 30K. So these are and for every one of them, this has applied to 30K split into 4 years. It's 7,500 each. Okay,
so how much is your school fees presently?
My tuition alone is 27,000 something.
Canadian dollars. Brother, you hear the sister? Praise the Lord.
It is 27K.
So out of 27,000, you take out 7,500 from that 27,000.
That's basically the idea, right? So, but this is how they do it. This is what they do. Okay. So 7.5, then that 7.5 gets split into each semester. So fall and winter. Now, normally they ask you to split your tuition. So if you're paying 27K, you'll be looking at, okay, you pay about let's say 19,000 first,
give or take,
by August, and then the other like 9K or 5K. So you pay your first semester ever being here, you get the full 3,750. So first semester they remove that 3,750 from the 19K, which is half of the tuition you're meant to pay. They remove it from that.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to simplify this whole thing because I feel it might get a bit confusing for some people. So let's just say 30,000 divided by 8, meaning 8 semesters, right? And that will give you 3,750. Her program is for 4 years. In a year there are 2 semesters, so making it 8 semesters. So when you divide 30,000 by 8, you get the 3,750.
Now you have to maintain your 3.96 or do better, because if not, your second semester if you drop to, let's say, 3.5, your this thing drops. So it's no longer 3,750 you're removing again. You are going to drop to the 20K in a year.
Okay, so now for you to maintain that 30,000 for
you have to keep your grade,
you have to keep your
3.9 and above. It has to be like
so
that.
So if it drops down, then it goes down to 20,000. If it drops lower, then it goes down to
and once it goes less than 3.2, you lose the scholarship completely. A lot of people I know came here with scholarships and lost it after your first semester, after your first year.
Because you were not able to maintain
exactly.
it. Okay. So you have to keep your grades up. So your grades actually determine.
Exactly. So right now,
So it's not like a guaranteed scholarship from your first year to your last year. Your grade affects
you on the high pedestal.
Exactly.
Slight shift in it and boom.
Yeah, God.
Mine dropped already because when classes went online second semester, because my first semester I kept it and still had that 3,750. But then when classes went online back in my first year second semester, right? So after classes went online, I know I dropped to about 3.5. So that one also shifted, so it dropped it right now.
Okay, so now I want to ask a question, right? So after maybe your first year, your GPA is like 3.9, and in your second year it goes down to 3.4, let's say, right? So now after the second year and the third year comes and it now gets
They don't do that.
They don't.
It never increases. It's just gonna stay on that level.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah. If you lose your scholarship today and you automatically shoot up to 4 points, you can't get anything back.
Oh my god,
work.
that's crazy. Wow. So
I
your
wish
grades
it was
actually,
easier.
yeah.
Like,
Because
it really sucks, honestly.
yeah, it does suck, because I feel like when students come here, right, like the transition can be kind of hard, especially like, you know, with the whole Canadian education system. Yeah,
So
it's very hard to
how you
transition.
gonna put them on such a high pedestal?
Exactly. Then it's not like a scholarship. Then, like,
it's really not.
I mean, it is in a way, but it's not like a.
I genuinely feel they use it to just bring in, because a lot of people like me, they got a scholarship, they got some form of the scholarship. People just the 10,000, the 20, they got something and then they lost it.
It's just a way to get students in.
I genuinely believe so. They don't cover anything else. You pay your $9,000 for accommodation. You look for your food. You do nothing else. They don't cover nothing.
Oh, that's crazy. Like when you hear scholarship, I'm thinking, oh, scholarship, because there's a particular person I know who has a scholarship, but his own is like for masters, right? And his scholarship is called the Mastercard scholarship, right?
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, they cover everything, like your GPA doesn't affect it, nothing affects it, but I mean, like, you'd have to
be really,
you have to
prove
you have to
for
prove
sure.
Exactly.
But like, I genuinely feel like,
but undergrad is different, because I was really thinking that, oh, scholarship, like, is like how was your transition like from the Nigerian education system to the Canadian system? Because I know I've been to school, I was in school in Nigeria, then I went to Ukraine, I came, so I've been to like different systems, right? But transitioning from Nigeria to Canada, like, yeah, I think maybe it's kind of difficult. But how was it for you? Like,
I don't know. I guess it just kind of worked for me. I'm very quick to adapt to things. So when I finished back in 2018, right?
Yeah.
But then when the visa didn't come out in a while, I had to do other things. I was keeping myself busy.
So what were you doing?
What did I do? I shadowed the doctors for about a couple of months, and I went to learn French for a couple of months. Then I was
just to keep your mind busy,
right?
Because
that extra 1 year, if you're one person, what? When I came here, I was just more excited to, what. My first semester was actually really, really good. Like, I was on top of everything, and I really liked it. Genuinely, I believed it was. I've always been like, Nigerian school system is really hard. Like, if you can survive it,
you can survive any other system.
It's really, because like it's more interesting. It's very theoretical. The problem is, it's very hard for it to practicalize. So, and that's what Canada kind of does. It allows it to see the more practical part of it. So it can be hard.
To Nigeria,
it can be hard to switch up to that practical part, right? But like, it's exciting, and you kind of want to go into it.
So basically, it was easy for you to transition.
And it depends. It genuinely depends on the program, because guys in software and everything will tell you something completely different. Because in Nigeria, there's no beginning or foundation of software, but over here, they already start them when they're really young. So it depends on program for sure.
That's really interesting. Like, what's the advice you can give people who want to come here for undergrad and maybe come with a scholarship or something like that? Okay, let's just generalize it. Let's just say undergrad first before scholarship.
Wherever you go, just be on in the mission to make yourself proud. Like, wherever it is whatever it is you're doing, like, know what you have in mind. Like, some people, it's not the school thing that'll be the it for them, right? If it's to find business in your area, and then all of a sudden you're making your money, that's good for you. So it is whatever it. Just know what it is that's going to make you like succeed and run with it, honestly.
But like, most people that come here for undergrad, they're kind of young, and I know you were young like when you came, because when I left home to Ukraine, I think I was, how old was I? Maybe 18? Yeah, give or take, but I went to Ukraine, I didn't come to Canada. So like, was there any challenge you faced being young coming here? Like, I really don't know. I just feel like it's kind of hard. But like, what's your take on it? I want to know basically for you, like, was it hard, like, for you to make friends? Did let's say depression or loneliness kick in, things like that? Because there's some things people don't really talk about, especially for like young people, if we're being honest, actually.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. So my mom came here with me, and every day I'm very grateful she stayed that 2 weeks with me. I was looking to, like, I was mingling with people.
So
I
it
didn't
actually
really,
depends on your personality.
it genuinely does. Like, I was super free with people. Like, when it comes to socializing, I didn't really have any, like, oh, I'm sad and everything, because Lakehead does have, like, a huge Nigerian, like,
community.
And like they were even Afkasa, like they look for you when they notice you're new, and they try. And,
oh, that's really nice.
And
I don't think the college is like that. No.
Honestly, and I was just thinking, like, there's a huge divide between college Nigerians and Lakehead Nigerians.
You know what? I don't think that there's a huge divide per se, but I'm like, when you're in two different institutions, right? There's just a natural division there, right? And where we're situated on the other side of town, kinda, and you guys are on the other side of town. And to get to the other side of town, it's kind of hard. And where Lakehead students stay is this area. Yeah, exactly.
So it's really hard that you would get
mingle.
to
Yeah, exactly. Like someone like me, I don't actually mind mingling with people, right? But it's easier for you to mingle with people that you will see on a regular basis. Yeah. So I think that's just the problem. It's not like as if there's a division per se, or like there's like drama. Yeah, it's just the
we just don't get to see
exactly. So now let's talk about finances. I know undergrad is different from postgrad. So how do you do it? Because I know going to school and working is hard. Canada is kind of expensive. You rent, right? You rent your groceries and everything. Do you work, or you just receive money from home?
Having a job in school is...
It's hard. I know it's hard.
Alright, so my first year, because I was underage, so I knew I wasn't planning on getting a job anytime soon. So my parents were like, I remember my dad only used to send me like $100 every month because he believed $100 was enough.
That's one thing Nigerian parents.
When my first year, my parents were like, just giving me money. So I was so frugal. First year went by, and then COVID happened. So asking parents for money was not looking like stress. Now then they need to find a job. Now setting up that having your own source of income will be definitely beneficial. Then I got my first job.
How do you juggle both, like with school?
And the idea behind your job, when you first get a job, is you're always like, okay, I won't let it interfere with school. You just do maybe weekends. That's usually the idea. You work only weekends, and that's what the shopper's job really is. I only work Fridays and Saturdays, right? But then only so many hours you can do Friday and Saturday. So thankfully the class has been online. It's a lot easier for it to be like, oh well, I'm going to skip class and then attend and go to work and everything. But it also means you're jeopardizing a lot of study time.
Yeah, true.
For sure. But I've been able to rework my schedule in such a way that on Mondays I only have one class, and that's between 2:30 and 4, so I can work at Home Depot either 5 to 9 or 9 to 1. So that one kind of fit in. Then on Wednesdays I actually just finished one of my classes for the whole semester. I wrote my final exam, so that one I'm free now from like 2 to 9 every Wednesday. So
now you cannot work.
Exactly. But it takes a lot of your study time for sure. Like, I mean, I've already given up on my scholarship. I'm not gonna lie. So now my aim is to just be saving money for my own tuition, because my parents are going to die if I tell them I've lost the scholarship. So the idea, I'm saving up money so I can take away. I'll be removing my own scholarship money.
Yeah, because I know it's just very hard to actually stay on that level.
It's hard.
Really hard.
I never want to see anybody anymore. School not no big beans.
What's your major challenge? Like as a student, not just an undergrad, in general.
High up there's definitely not even finances, just like saving, putting money aside for the future is definitely a challenge.
But do you think it's a challenge based on you have the money and you want to spend, or it's a challenge based on it is hard for you to actually get money to save? Which is it?
That's a really good question.
Because for people it's different, For me personally, it's like I get the money, right? But after I'm done with every of my, this, there's still so much you can save, and there's like so much you can spend, right? So it's very actually hard to save as much as I want to. So people are different.
I think that point makes sense, because
but if you're going to school, like when I was going to school, I didn't have as much money because I was working like a limited period of time, so I didn't have so much to save. So I had to like taking out so many things that I actually needed or actually wanted, just so that I can save for rainy days.
And so I feel like the point you made makes sense. Like my own is, after I put up like money here, what I have in savings is left to save is small. I start to think, let me me just use it for Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Like it's just like it makes me. It's like, oh, when I have more to save, let me save that more. So I don't think of saving the little. So that's how it feels for me. But I do try my best to save as much as I can. But other than that,
so you say finances is like your major challenge.
For sure. Yeah.
So if now a parent wants to send her child as an undergrad here, the thing that they should focus more on should be finances.
Honestly, so that if you really want your child to like
be very comfortable.
Yeah, if you just take care of them, honestly. Yeah. Like if you know the aim is for them to graduate, best grade ever, to get the best possible jobs, just pay their way through, don't even stress them, just give them money.
But would you advise a parent to let her child go at such a young age?
See, I've seen a lot this semester in particular. Every girl I've seen is 16, and it's crazy to me. But then I finished at 16 and I was planning to come to school at 16, right? And girls are pretty mature at 16.
Yeah. So you think that girls get mature faster than guys?
And like once they start to be alone at 16, like it makes them like sharp. They're picking up. They're trying to be responsible and everything. It's different for like.
But I think it actually also depends on the kind of girl. Yeah, because some girls might get easily influenced.
So environment also depends. I feel like Thunderbird is like, it's a decent place to start off. Honestly, just if you're doing undergraduate program, start off Thunderbird.
Or just somewhere small, basically.
It's crazy how it will be really helpful for you, honestly.
Alright guys, so do you want to shout yourself out? Do you have an Instagram page?
Yeah, y'all should go follow me on Instagram at notshindara.
I'm gonna put it on the screen here just so that you guys can see. Yeah. And just in case you have further questions, leave them in the comment section below and maybe Shindara might answer them. Right? Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also turn on the post notifications so that you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Bye guys.
Bye guys. Bye. So I'll just do the intro then.
Alright, no problem.
This is so awkward for me because I'm always alone.
Come to Canada, but be wise. Listen to people like Nneka. Look at her videos. Prepare yourselves.